All right, there we go. Got everything set up now. Give me a second, y'all, on YouTube. I gotta set up the TikTok real quick. Go live. Go live. All right. There we go. All right. We are good to go now. Good to go. What's up, y'all? Let me get this moved over here a little bit more. What's going on, y'all? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I thought today was Tuesday already, but I guess it's Monday, which time's been flying. Time has been flying. We can start with Bitcoin today, or really go over whatever chart. We'll kind of see where the day takes us. See where the day takes us. Welcome in. If this is y'all's first time to the stream, welcome in. If you've been here for a while, thank you for the support over the past couple months that we've been doing the live stream. So I appreciate the support. I moved everything over to the PC now. It seems like that's been a better option for people as opposed to me flipping the screen back and forth on my computer. So everything's looking good now. Everything's looking good. I'm happy about that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of 5-way move so far. I'm trying to see if I recognize any of the names. What's going on? What's going on? The names come in so fast, so I apologize if I can't get to them. But hey, Tracy, how's it going? How are you? How's your Monday going? How's your Monday going? Yo, what's up, Drew? How are you, man? What's going on? Thank you for sending that PDF, by the way. That's a huge help for everyone. So I appreciate that. What's up, Becker? What's up, Nick? Gonna be honest, I was surprised the market pumped today. I mean, for me, it's still in great, perfect. Yeah, I mean, the zones that I've been paying attention to for Bitcoin haven't really changed. Obviously, we've gotten this extended for, so let me see if I can get this. I was doing some charting today for the dashboard, so let me get all these settings back in. There we go. The zones that I was paying attention to now for a while, which really haven't changed for months now, since February, but this zone, let me get my favorites back on the chart. This zone right here, between the 0.618 and the 0.382 at 78 to 71, those were my zones that I've been paying attention to. I was looking at a lot of the price action today, and it looks like it had a lot of buyers coming in, and then there were shorts, like leverage shorts trying to funnel in, and then they got caught on the wrong end, and prices kind of pumped up. So we'll see. I'm not necessarily as surprised. You know, we'll see how this price action unfolds over the next, couple weeks, but no changes for me as of now. I'm good, thanks. Great to hear that. Market up. Yeah, I mean, it's up today. What's it up today? From what, 70, almost 71 to 74. So yeah, it's got a nice pop, but overall, the structure still looks corrective, so I haven't really changed there. Where do you think top is? 76? The next zone that I would pay attention to is 75 to 78, between the 0.618 and the 0.786. That would be the net, or the 0.618 and the 0.5. That would be the next zone that I would like to see price go to, and we'll see some type of reaction there. You can see on this whole chart, we've got a reaction at the 0.32, again at the 0.32, again at the 0.32. We got one at the 0.5. We're kind of approaching the 0.5 again, so we'll see what price action does there, but no changes on the overall plan. I mean, short term, it's still, doing what it's doing, but on the long structure of it, I'm still expecting one more wave down. What up, Dr. Thunder? Good to see you again, man. How are you? Where do you think we will top? Those would be the zones, 78 to 75, and then even possible 83 up here at the 0.786. Do we get up to that level? We'll see. Again, I'm just kind of being patient right now and waiting. I've been taking positions in other stocks and cryptos. What do you think about the website? I think it looks great. It's like it was a wiki website, right, Drew? That's what it was, right? While Bitcoin continues to chop, I've been taking positions in other areas. I alerted the Discord today on a few stocks that I purchased. And then we have a swing trade actually open right now. Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah, like a cheat sheet. Yeah, I think it looks good. Hold on. Give me some CN review. Yeah, we can look at CN today. Yeah, absolutely. Would love to see you do a full video on it. Oh, on CN? I'm actually considering, I haven't done it yet. Brown Girls Brew, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. I haven't done it yet, but I am considering doing like more full-length YouTube videos. I just haven't gotten around to doing them yet, but it's on something I need to do. The main priority right now is building out that Notion dashboard and getting a bunch of the stocks and cryptos in there that you guys wanted to see. So that's been sort of the priority right now, but I definitely want to start doing long-form YouTube content because I feel like it would be pretty helpful for everyone, not only, Discord members, but just the general community. What's up, Kush? How are you? Reddit and A-Lab? I think I looked at Reddit a little bit ago. Scottish crypto, VVV still moving, solid project. I'm now shorting Rave. What an incredible Yeah, Rave, the Discord community was talking about Rave earlier today. It was that pump is insane. I don't know what you call that, but it's definitely a pump. Hey, Joe, how are you? Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well as well. Just to chill that. It's the top. Everyone panic. Your one-liner is always, yeah, 40x is crazy, yeah. Hold on, let me scroll back up here. Wouldn't be surprised if 80k first. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. We'll see what price action does, off of these levels, but that's what I'm paying attention to. I sent 100 comments to your life. Well, thank you for that. Welcome in, everyone new. Tau to 200. My short-term target on Tau, let me see. Hold on. Tau USDT. My short-term target on Tau is 638. So that's my short-term target on Tau. Is up here at 638, and we're still in this wave, this correction right here. So we've had a five-wave move up, and then we're in this correction zone, and then 630 is my next target. Good, man. Guess I'll be selling NVIDIA per your video. Yeah, NVIDIA looks tops again, but I said that about a month ago, and price is kind of, consolidated up there, but I do believe NVIDIA's topped based on a bunch of different things. And if NVIDIA falls, coinciding with my SPY and QQQ being topped, once NVIDIA falls, it'll also have a broader impact across the indices as well. Do you shave off some VeChain and EOS if Bitcoin tops again? Meaning, like, am I going to take some profits on it? Is that what you're saying, Grayson? Chris Savage here. My show is on. Can you do... Oh, Chris Savage. That's what it is. Okay, so I saw your name here, and then when you're in the Discord, it's Chris Savage. Okay, there we go. What's up, Sparsh? How are you, man? Okay, let's jump to some of these assets here. You still sticking to 260 to 233 Tau dollar cost average buys? Yeah, so I have my limit orders in between 260 to 232. Yes. This market at this point feels like a trap. I mean, yeah, possible. I mean, again, my lean is still downward. Okay, so we wanted to do Reddit first. I think we did Reddit. Did we not? I thought we did. Yeah, I mean, there's still some things saved on Reddit here. Yeah, that was it. We did this a while ago. I can't remember when it was, but we did this. We did this a good bit ago. Let me see if I can get all the price. I don't know if I can get all the... Again, on TikTok, guys, I am broadcasting in both portrait and landscape. I try to get everything in the portrait version of TikTok, but again, like with that being such a small screen, it's hard. So there should be like a button in the bottom right corner to flip the screen so you can see the whole picture. That will just provide, I think, a better viewing experience, but I will... Gav's dad with the 52 roses. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sophie, for the roses. And Chris Savage with the goat. I appreciate that. As far as the price action on Reddit, I think we looked at this. I can't remember when we looked at this before, but we do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure on it with an ABC. And as far as the overall correction on Reddit, we are sitting right at the 0.618. I'm curious what the weekly shows on. Okay, well, it doesn't have enough price action to do that. But we are sitting on the weekly between the 0.618 and the 0.5, which for me are always good dollar cost average entries. And then we should have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up to the upside once this thing moves next. But structurally, we are in an ABC movement, which is a better time to buy than buying at the wave 5. My thesis and the strategy that I tell everyone is you wait for a 5-wave move up, wait for the ABC correction down. This significantly reduces a lot of risk in whatever asset you want to buy. So Reddit's looking pretty good as far as correction goes, sitting at the 0.5 to the 0.618, which is already let's see how far down from all-time highs. I mean, it's currently at a 47% discount. At the lows, it was around 57. So those are some of the key levels that I always pay attention to when I am buying assets. Whatever it is that I'm buying, cryptos or stocks, those are the levels that I want to pay attention to. After the BitTensor drama, you still trust it to invest in? Yeah, I mean, I saw all the crypto legging up right now. Yeah, I saw. I see that, but I caution it because I still am leaning more downside. But yes, after the BitTensor drama, I'm still believing in it. I think from a structure standpoint, it looks good, and from the news came in right during the wave C. So if we look at Tau, for example, and they'll build back. I mean, again, that's what I think. Who knows? I could be wrong. That's why it's a swing trade and I have a stop loss. So mitigating risk is important. And for all those members that are in the VIP, we do have a swing trade open on Tau, given the structure. So we've had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess where the news came out? We had the A wave, the B wave, and the news came out right in the C wave. And we saw that big decline down on Tau. But I saw they bounce back. There was a couple different news articles out there about them, doing some other things because of this. So we'll see where this goes, but having proper risk management is key. It's kind of like Circle. So if you look at Circle, which was another position, let me see if I can get this in a chart. So on Circle, we had a 5-wave move, and then on this was like a small A, a small B, and then on the C wave down is where we had all the information regarding, I think it was something to do with the stablecoin bill or the Clarity Act, and pushing back on stablecoins, I think. And I can't remember what the article was, but it was some news article that came out during this wave C down, and we had a 20% drop in a day. And this came down to some of the buying levels that I had already had limit orders at. So a couple of them got filled. I still have some more limit orders on this if price decides to go to that target. But again, for me, I don't really trade news. While it's good for tracking fundamentals, sometimes negative news articles aren't necessarily, don't carry too much weight. Let me see. Scroll back up here. He does not make money from trading or day trading, but scamming people one way or the other. I practice what I preach. So if you're new here, anything that I say, I do. So I'm currently in Circle. I screenshotted that. Currently in Neo. You're valid. You're welcome to your opinion, but scamming people is not what I do. So while I appreciate your concern, that's not me, man. If you've gotten scammed before by influencers and people that do that, then sure, yeah, those are out there. But again, whatever I say, I do. So you gotta pay attention to what people are doing, not what they say. Let's see. What's your short-term target for Microsoft? Do you see it correcting any lower before pumping? I think Microsoft I just added to the dashboard. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the dashboard, I have a full dashboard of all the stocks. And well, you can't really see it on the vertical, but on the horizontal, you can see it. So for anyone that's new, I have added all these different assets to this Notion dashboard. You can filter by crypto, you can filter by stocks, depending on what you want, or go to the complete table and you can see all the assets in here. right now we have all the Mag 7 charts. So you have the Amazons, the Nvidias, Tesla, Microsoft, Meta, all those stocks in there. A couple stocks that I'm personally allocating funds to. The majors of crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, a few other, stocks. But if you go to this dashboard, which is in my Discord, which is free, by the way, you can go to it and just view it. But you get a full screenshot of the wave count of a specific asset that you want to view. You get the trading view link, so you can go and look. But all of those are in there. If you're interested in that, just go to the link in my bio for the Discord. Again, it's a free dashboard. I have a VIP version, which provides a little bit more detail, but nonetheless, I do have a free version for the community. As far as Microsoft is concerned, on the larger time frame here, Microsoft, my zones were 371 to 311 at the 0.382 to the 0.618, and then my next target is 748 to, if we get an extension, up to 1,000. And the way that we're going to be able to determine if we get an extension is how the waves develop on this next move up. So if we get a really extended wave 1 with an extended wave 3 and then a pullback 4, obviously we can shoot through these targets. But looking at it from like a base case scenario, 748 to 1,000 is my next target on Microsoft for the sub wave 3 here. So this is the sub wave 3. Then we'll get a pullback 4 and then a final leg up 5 to complete the larger wave 5. And on the full time frame, on the 3-month, and again, this chart is uploaded in the dashboard in my Discord, but this is the full chart. So I know this is scrunched down for those of you on TikTok. I can't really do anything about that. I got to get so this is from basically the beginning of Microsoft all the way to the current structure. So if you want to see that full chart, just go to the dashboard. Bring it all down. What is your local time? It's 6:36 p.m. Eastern time for me. What's up? See you forever. What's going on, man? How are you? Aptos says it's still incorrect. We don't really have structure on Aptos. Who in their right mind does trading in 2026? Great question, Miguel. I'm not a day trader. Like, that's not what I do. I'm a swing trader and an investor. I don't day trade. HDFC Bank. Yeah, we can look at that. Bitcoin. Yeah, we can go back to. I'll go back to Bitcoin. Then we can do the bank. Robinhood. MSTR. Okay. Bitcoin. Yeah, this guy does not scam. He is legit. Thank you for all you do, brother. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Haters come in. They'll do that, because they probably had a bad experience with an influencer, and rightfully so. Like, there's plenty of influencers across Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Like, there's a bunch of people just trying to scam people of their crypto, trying to, promote shit meme coins and rug pull in their community. Like, that is prevalent. It's not a thing, but you just got to pay attention to what the people do, not what they say. They could be saying all these things, but if they don't actually practice what they preach, then that can be a red flag. I'm very authentic about what I do. I have posted about when I buy things, and Neo being one of the positions, Circle, I was pretty adamant about some of that stuff, but I appreciate the support. What's up, Topper? How's it going, man? Do you analyze swings? Yeah, so I do swing trades for sure. Out of respect to the VIP members that are in there, I post the swing trades in the VIP Discord first, and then later on I might post those swing trades or after the fact, but I want to have a level of respect for the VIPs as well, because they're in there for a reason, and I don't want to give everything away for free. While I do post things and do things like this and provide the dashboard for free, there's just a different level of service for the VIP side. Hey Nick, how's it going? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Where, sir, do you see Bitcoin to be headed in the next 24 hours? So again, I'm not really a day trader here, so that's not really something I do. But in terms of the next maybe week, I could give you that potentially, but I don't really trade time. Like, that's not a portion. Like, I trade structure and I invest based on structure, not specific kind of prices, a little bit of prices, but more so structure. So the whole reason why I keep saying more downside, and again, it's not my opinion. Like, I'm not doing this to be like, hey, I want to be a grifter and just, completely shit on assets just for views and engagement. I do it for the structure. So we've had the 1, 2, 3, and then expecting one more leg down. I mean, that's what I see. Now, I am human. I could be wrong, right? There is a possibility that I could be wrong, but I have my invalidation levels. I have my strategy, and I'm sticking to it. So we've had a wave 1, we've had a wave 2, a wave 3, we've had a wave 4, and then I'm expecting one more leg down. If price decides to come above here to the wave 1 at 87,000, then this whole structure is invalidated, and we'll go back to the drawing board. But until proven otherwise, I am expecting one more leg down. Let me go to the 4-hour on this. I'm curious what it looks like. So, and again, for those of you on TikTok, I am broadcasting in both horizontal and vertical. So if you cannot see the full screen, feel free to go to the horizontal. You'll be able to see more price action on there. But let's see. On the 4-hour, we kind of have a little bit of structure here. This kind of stopped. Okay, so let me make sure that's all in. I think that's all in. Let me get this a little bit more. Okay, so on this structure, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A wave, A, B, C, B wave, and then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C wave. So this to me looks like an A wave, B wave, and a C wave down. And then we have this A wave up, B wave down. So that's currently what I'm seeing. A wave up, B wave down. And then we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave 5 up. So that's I'm seeing a 5-wave structure developing here, and I can mark it out. 2, 3, if I can get it, 4, and then 5. So that would be a completed 5-wave move on this further correction. So you have this ABC down, A wave, B wave, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C wave. So the target on that is, I bet it's probably like 75,000. Yeah, so anywhere between like 74 to 75 at the 1.618 or the 2, which also coincides with the 0.5 fib here at 75. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a reaction here. Do we pump up, get a reaction, and then maybe a correction down? We'll see what happens. Do we get another ABC down and then an ABC up and then a correction? We'll just see. We'll be patient. But it does look like we have a 5-wave on the smaller time frame, which could suggest that, potential correction is on the table because you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get an ABC. Or is this the A wave, B wave, C wave, and then you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop down? We'll see. Again, I don't really speculate on smaller time frame stuff. I try to look at the bigger picture, but it does seem as though that's a potential topping area around 75. Roro, what's going on? I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, so shut up, chart guy, and show some intel. Yes. All right. Let's go to the charts. HDFC was first, then we can go to Intel. HDFC. I think this is the bank. How much price action does this thing have on it? All right, so we got, all right. Oh, okay. We got a bunch of price action. Okay, so I probably want to go to the 6-month on this. I'm not going to be able to get everything. Well, maybe I can. I can get actually, yeah, I can get everything in there for vertical. Okay, so this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 2. Curious how far that corrected down to the 0.5. So this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 2, and then we're currently in the wave 3. Of that, it looks like we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me drop down to the 3-month because I need more price action. I'm not going to be able to get everything in the portrait one on this. Okay, so we definitely have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leg up here for the wave 1. This to me is the wave 1, the wave 2, and then so we have a 1, 2. Now we need to dissect this price action here, which looks to be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, and then it looks like we're currently in the 5th leg of 3. Yeah, that looks about right. So if I go back to the 6-month, for those of you on the portrait mode that cannot see my full screen, this is what this looks like. Actually, let me just do this. Okay, let me go to the 6-month here. Let me put this all on a screen. So it looks like we have the wave 1 here, the wave 2 here, and then we're currently in the wave 3. We'll get a pullback 4 and then a 5. So that's essentially what's next. It looks like we're nearing a top for the wave 3. We'll get a correction 4 and then another 5. That's what's next. Bullish RSI divergence on Hood on daily. All right, I'll jump to it in a second. It's HDB in USA. Oh, maybe that's different. But it does look like we're topping of wave 3, close to it. We'll get a corrective 4 and then a 5. And then Intel, that's what we said. Intel, we can go Intel. Nick, what's up, bro? What's going on? Do you pronounce that Jesus or Jesus? Because I like the name, but welcome in. What fib level do you think is responsible for reasonable for a bounce? I mean, there's multiple fib levels. So you can bounce to the 0.382, you can bounce to the 0.5, you can bounce to the 0.618. There's multiple levels that you can bounce to. You kind of just got to pay attention to price action and how it reacts off those levels. Both, bro. Okay. All right, cool. You kind of just have to pay attention to what price action does off those levels and then just wait for it to come out. So Bitcoin will not drop to 60, 50K. No, that's where I still have it. Short in the intermediary, I do see a little bit more upside, but then downside to 60 to 50K. That's my next target on it. That hasn't changed. Some people are saying 38K bottom. You think institutions and banks allow us to see that price? I don't know if I see 38K. I mean, I could be wrong. We could extend down to 38K, but I see more 60 to 50 with a potential extension to 43. But I mean, that's close to 38, but we'll see. We'll see how price action unfolds. You know what I mean? We still got to wait. There's still a little bit of ways to go. It just looks corrective to me right now. I know Michael and are around 70 to 85. Yeah, they're somewhere in that zone. Saylor's been dollar cost averaging every dip, so I'm sure his price average might have gone down. How do you decide where to place the fib? That's a great question, Brian. So it depends on... Well, no, it doesn't depend. It all comes down to the structure. So just like a quick visual. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you have this 5-wave move. The places that you place the fib is the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1 to determine where this wave 2 is going to be. So this is the 1 and this is the 2. So you place the fib at the top of, or the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1, and then you use the fib to chart out a bottoming zone for wave 2. And then you place the fib also at the bottom of wave 2 to the top of wave 3 to figure out a bottoming zone for the wave 4. So this is the wave 3, and then this is the wave 4. So the fib placements are at the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1, at the bottom of wave 2 to the top of wave 3 to determine where this wave 2 is going to come in and where this wave 4 is going to come in. And there's certain relationships that go on in terms of Elliott Wave Theory of where a potential bottoming zone is for wave 2 and for wave 4. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, well, perfect timing because we're about to go look at Intel. What are you trading? I have a few swing trades, or I have one swing trade open right now, and I actually bought 2 different stocks today that I made an alert to the Discord today on what I bought. I don't think we break the April, and I was at 40K too. And what's your full port dollar cost out for VeChain? I started actually dipping into VeChain, so I bought a little bit, like a small nibble of an overall position size that I want to do. And as it comes down, I'll just be dollar cost averaging more in. Man, you nailed it. I don't remember which chart we were on when you said that, but I appreciate that. Hey, Hey Nick, can you do Solana? Yeah, we can do Solana. Absolutely. Hey Dree, what's going on? How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, so let's do Intel first, and then we can jump to some of the other ones. Okay, so on Intel, what I see right here is, let me go to the 3-month because I'm probably going to need some more price action for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Does this overlap? It does not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, wave 2. So this to me is a wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1. Wave 2. And then wave 1, wave 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 of 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is the wave 3 up here. Yeah, wave 1, wave 2. Or no, sorry. Wave 1 here, wave 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. So that's the wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5. Okay, so on Intel on a larger time frame, let me see if I can get all this price action in here for you guys. So on a larger time frame, we have this massive wave 1, wave 2, and then we're currently in the wave 3. My targets on that are 134 to 200 would be the next target on Intel, and it does look, that doesn't this wave right here doesn't really look impulsive. It looks like we have an A wave, B wave, C wave, B wave, A, B, C, C wave, and then the impulse is starting here to the upside. So yeah. Okay, so let me label this out. Let me go to the 3-month so I can get all this price action in here on TikTok. Again, I'm broadcasting in both, so if you're not taking advantage of the full screen, I feel like it is probably a better viewing experience. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to try my best to get all the price action in the portrait, but for those of you that are just joining, I am broadcasting in both portrait and landscape on TikTok, so take your pick. But I would suggest doing the landscape just because it probably looks better. Okay, so let me just confirm this real quick. Wave 1 here. Wave 2 here. If I can get the damn thing down. Let me get these settings. I don't want that to extend. I want this to be on the left side. Turn this white. Okay. All right. So this is my next targets on Intel. We've had the 1, we've had the 2. We're currently in the wave 3. The targets on that are 140 to 200. I can do it too. 4, 5. But yeah, my next target on Intel is 140 to 216. On that anime review. What's going on, man? How are you? Can you do Scythe? Yeah, we can do Scythe. We can look at Scythe. Where would you suggest for someone to go to learn more about Elliott Waves? I would start with a book. So the first book I always recommend, I basically talk about it all the time, but this is the book. If you want to learn Elliott Wave Theory and you want to really dig into it, the simplest way that you can learn is this book. And I'll show you how many pages it is. It is 104 pages. 104 pages. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's 104 pages. The book is called Elliott Waves Made Simple. Elliott Waves Made Simple by Steve Sinclair. Elliott Waves Made Simple by Steve Sinclair. The book is $10 on Amazon. I think it's $9.99 for paperback. I like paperback. Me personally, I like a physical copy so I can, look through it and take a look at the pictures and look at the chart. Take your preference. They have a digital version, but I like the paperback. I'm old school. I like a paperback book just because I like to just hold it and read it. Sometimes reading on the screens pisses me off, but that is the easiest way for me that you'll understand Elliott Wave Theory. It's a great. It gives you all things about motive wave, all things about corrective wave, and how to trade it. It actually tells you like trade, like how to use it to trade as well, which is nice. I thought you were going to do Soul. Yeah, we're going to do Soul. I already had, so just the Chill Dad that has been asking for Intel, he's a VIP member, so I was showing a little bit more, more preference to the VIPs. But yeah, we're going to jump to Solana here in a second. Neo, yeah, we could do Neo. RH, yeah, this is not a wave, this is a tsunami. Yeah, Intel had a massive wave 1. So it had multiple wave, like this is a massive wave 1 on Intel. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more extension on Intel, but the next price is 140 to 200. Looks like this is the A wave up and an ABC for Intel to go. Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see. So I mean, on Intel on a monthly time frame, this is kind of the structure that I'm seeing. We have this A wave, B wave, and then C wave down. This B wave up, and then another A, B, C down. So this is a larger wave A, B, and then C. And then on the current time frame, let me go to the weekly just to see what this structurally looks like. And you can see on the weekly, we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, what looks to be a 5, but that's a very short 5. Because we definitely have a 1, 2, 3, ABC, 4. The question is this an extended 5, which it could be. This could be a wave 1, 2, and then you get a 3, 4, 5 for the full wave 1. But it does look like we're having impulses up so far. It does seem like we're having some impulses to the upside right now. Let's go to the daily. And the daily kind of looks like that. This could honestly be the start of the first. I mean, you can see price appreciated from $19 to $65. To me, that looks like an impulsive wave. I'm curious where the 200 moving average is. We broke through the 200 moving average also on the monthly. So this, you can see on the structure here. This could be the start of the impulsive wave 1. Then you get the 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this next wave up. That to me what it looks like. And you had a nice breakthrough on the 200 moving average on the monthly chart, which is a great start. And then you would get wave 1 like this, a 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. And that target is 140 to 216, but it might adjust because to me, it looks like this is a massive wave 1, but you have this being the wave 1. We'll have a corrective 2, a 3, a 4, and then a 5 to complete this larger structure. To me, it looks impulsive, so that's what I would go with. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what were we going to do next? Solana, right? It might hit your target of 76K today. Possible, yeah. I mean, that's what I said last week. I was mentioning that, we could see 76 to 78K on Bitcoin, which looks to be the case. What was the next one? Solana? Let's see. I think we covered this the other day. Yeah, so I mean, this is the whole structure of Solana. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up right here. We have a wave 2 down, and then we have this structure developing. So we've had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. I'm waiting for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move to the upside, and my targets are 500 to 800 on that. That's my next target on Solana. Bye, you will regret it. I mean, I'm already in Bitcoin, so I'm not worried. After 76K to 78K, if you think there's a pullback, that, for me, yes, that's where I see. Isn't Solana the coin that uses block? All right. Yes, I mispronounced blockchain in my video this morning. I get it. All right, I get it. Is there a pullback for Bitcoin after this pump? Yeah, there will be. Thoughts on SPY? All right. Well, everyone's typing Bitcoin pumping, so let's check it out. Let's see what do we got. We got almost 76. That's fine. Let's see. So what are we at now? 74. I mean, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get an ABC down. That's for sure. You know, we could get something like that. Regardless, there's going to be a pullback on it, you know, to the extent of what that looks like. But, I mean, this structure right here is not impulsive. That's all corrective. So this looks like an A wave, a B wave, and then this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of what it looks like to me. I'm just not too convinced about it. And we have the 200 moving average on this right here. You can see, well, let me get this shit out of the way. You can see on this side, so this is on the daily, the 200 moving average is right here, and we also rejected here at the wave 4 back here, and then obviously fell. We're pumping back up into that, and not only is the 0.5 fib retracement there, give me a second. The 0.618 fib retracement is right on that daily number, and the 0.5 is right here as well. Let me actually move this down a little bit more. So on the daily, the 200 weighted moving average is sloping down here. That's that white line. So we have that. We have the 0.5 and the 0.618 right in this crosshair of this moving average. You know, do we break it to the upside, or do we get a reaction here and then more to the downside? I'm curious what the weekly shows on that, because we got rejected at the moving average on the weekly before, which you can see right here. We got rejected here and then popped down, coming back up. You know, we'll see what happens. What's the monthly? The monthly doesn't even have anything yet, but the weekly's right there. Obviously, the daily's right there. Something else that I've been doing. Let me see something here. I want to see something. So let me go to the 4 hour. I've been experimenting with this a little bit more. Hold on. Wave 3 right here. That is interesting. That is interesting. So let me see. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. So if this is, let me get this all in. I think that's everything's in there. So this is the 4 hour chart right now. This, to me, off of these lows, looks like an A wave, a B wave, and then we have this 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4, and then a wave 5. And you can see on this, we have this structure forming, which to me looks like a moving, a divergence on the RSI. We have this sloping down RSI while we have higher highs being made, and that coincides with this being a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So I'll show you in the book. So give me a second. I'll show you in the book. Hold on. Where are we at here? Give me a second. Where's the RSI divergence? That also looks... No, that's not it. Hold on. Is that it? Yeah, here we go. All right. So in this book, it also contains the structure here. So you can see, let me see if I can get a full wave count here. I'm trying to see if it has, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you have the 3 and the 5 right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. The 3 and the 5 right here, and then the divergence on here. That's a strategy that you can use in Elliott Wave Theory when you have a divergence between the wave 3 and the wave 5, and then a sloping down RSI. You know, we'll see what reaction we get here, but NVIDIA also shows this on a longer time frame, so I can jump to this in a second. But, you know, that's I didn't even realize that on the 4 hour. You know, we have this sort of divergence building, so we'll see what happens, but my lean is still more downside. So with all that being said, my lean is still more downside. Let me go ahead and remove this. We can go back to the chart. What was next after? Oh, I missed all these comments. Okay, hold on. Let me scroll back up. Can you do hymns? Yeah, we can look at hymns. Bling coin? No, we're not looking at bling coin. Let's see. People think no pullback with all that CME gaps and liquidity below 70. Yeah, there's a guy in the Discord that tracks that on the CME gaps. Just got washed on a short. Yeah, it does look like the move liquidated a lot of shorts. Hey, Nick, can you please do an analysis on So again, I'm trying to get every chart. There's a lot, so I'm trying to remember which one that I was going to do next. They think the bull run is always. I mean, once this correction's done, we are going to go pretty sideline. No, I've already loaded up. I'm in since 2022, so I'm just looking to add more. Now I had a macro bottom without touching the 0.618 to the 0.7. That is true, and the 0.618 is at 50K. What happened to 55 Bitcoin? That's still my target. Okay, what was the next one? So much for 55K. Again, guys, being emotional with your investments is going to get you squeezy McPherson. Some of these comments are hilarious. Wave 2 has to be the longest wave. No, wave 2 is corrective, that's not right. Wave 3 has to be the wave 3 either has to be the longest wave, but it can't be the shortest. Okay. So, all right, there's too many comments. I can't read them all. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I can't read them all. All right, I saw Scythe while I was scrolling down, so we're going to do Scythe. I actually, just the chill dad loves Scythe, so we're going to go to Scythe. Let me go to the monthly, or the daily. Yeah, we did Scythe the other day. So, on Scythe, my next target was $5. That's my next target on Scythe. Bull's getting too confident here. Again, I don't pick a side, guys. Like, I don't pick a side. I just go with what the structure tells me to do. Is that Bitcoin? Yes. They always like to say, what happened to patience, y'all? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't... I get it all the time, so I'm used to it. You know, I'll make a prediction of price action coming out in the future, and it doesn't go to the exact plan, you know, in a specific time frame. So they're like, oh, what happened? Or, oh, it's ripping. It's like, you got to be patient. Why people so funny? It's just the nature of it. Yeah, so my next target on site's about $5. 5 to 8. There's no bear market after ETF. I mean, tell that to the S&P. They still get bear markets. Topper said, "Hey brother, join the VIP, but I can't see anything. Did I join the wrong one? Can you send me a let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I think you came in. Let me see. Support chats. No, I got you in here. I see you on here. After the live stream, I'll reset your roles, because when you join, you got to claim access to Topper. So if you go, you got to claim access on there. If you didn't do that, it won't assign you the role in the Discord. So try to claim access first from WAP. And if that doesn't work, I'll reset your role to make sure that you have the VIP. I'll do that after the stream. So just send me either send me a message on TikTok and just remind me, or send me a message on Discord. I'll make sure that gets squared away. There's too many comments. I can't read them all. Can you give me an analysis about Solana? Solana, my next target's 500 to 800. Okay, yeah, if you could just send me a message after, that'd be great. But it does, I see you came through. It just might not be assigning the role to your Discord. So there should be a thing in there that says like claim access. It'll grant you the VIP role, and then it'll open up the rest of the server. If it doesn't, I'll make sure to reset it. Nick, quick question. What info do you provide on the VIP Discord? So I provide, we do coaching calls every week. So we do 3 coaching calls a week. It's every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We do coaching calls. So I train people on how to do Elliott Wave Theory. All the VIP members, we jump on a Discord call and we go through charts and, we chart it out. Everyone asks questions. I train everyone how to do Elliott Wave Theory the way that I do it, the rules and everything like that. I do, let's see, the coaching calls 3 times a week. I also have a VIP dashboard. So there's a free version of it, which provides you, with the wave counts of certain assets. But I have a VIP version, which is right here. So I have a VIP version as well. And that provides a lot more detail, what I'm personally doing, like buy zones, sell zones. It tells you the places that I'm looking to accumulate, whereas the free is more, it still provides value, but it's a little bit more simplistic, I guess is the right word. So there's that. The coaching calls, I provide all my long-term investments. So anytime I take a position, I provide the entry price that I took a position in, my targets on the upside and where I'm looking to take profits. And then anything I get into from a swing trade perspective, like any swing trades I open up, I also provide that in there as well. For someone like me that does day trading, would it be beneficial? It depends. I mean, these are more swing trades and long-term investments, not day trading, but, and then I do the coaching calls too. So, and plus the dashboard for the long-term holds. So those are some of the things that we do in the coaching program as well. Because I know you're very long-term holding. Yeah, I do both. So I do long-term and I do some swing trades, but that's all in there as well. Is it monthly? Yeah, it's monthly. Correct. Yeah, monthly. And then all my swing trades are in there too. So we have one open right now. I got a couple on the radar I got to add in there, but any time I make a position, whether it's a swing trade or a long-term hold, I post it in there for all the VIP members. What's the Discord name? It is, if you go to I have a Linktree account. Let me see if I can just send it to you. Where's my Linktree here? I should be able to just send it. But I have a Linktree account, so on all my socials, I have this Linktree account, which provides all the access you need. Let me copy that. So if you go to here, that's my Linktree account right there. If you click that, it'll redirect you to the Discord. Okay, back to the assets here. Let's go back to the assets. What do we got? So Scythe, $5 to $8 is my next target. What was the next one we were going to look at? Oh, NVIDIA is another one that I want to discuss with y'all, because this is another one that I've been paying attention to, which I've been Rippler, sup, bro? How you been? I've been good, man. How are you? I've been good. 200K, 120 retail, 120, screenshot it. Okay. Can you do VVV? Oh, wait, Scottish Crypto likes VVV. Yeah, we could do VVV. Okay, so on NVIDIA, guys, this is what I wanted to talk with y'all about, because I made a video about it today, and I know that there was some feedback in the analysis, but now that we're live, I want to show you guys what I mean. And if NVIDIA comes down, which aligns, oh, we're going to do SPY. I want to do SPY too, because I want to show you that. So if NVIDIA declines, which it looks like it's about to, the overall market will feel it, because NVIDIA is, part of a significant overall portion of the market. But you can see here on this NVIDIA chart. Oh yeah, hood. Yeah, we got to do hood. So you can see here on this NVIDIA chart, we've had the wave 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. And you can see, as per the book that I just showed y'all, the wave 3 here, where's the arrow? I want to put an arrow there. Oh, fuck the arrow. I'm just going to draw it. The wave 3 and the wave 5. Terrible arrows, but you get the point. So between the wave 3 and the wave 5, we have this developing. Let me make sure I get all this into this chart. Okay. So we have a wave 3 and a wave 5. And we have this divergence building on NVIDIA, which, according to the book, which I just showed y'all, is what happens during a wave 3 and a 5 when an asset is about to top. So we have the wave 5 up here, which coincides with this RSI right here. The wave 3 back here, which coincides with the higher RSI value. You have a divergence on the RSI. And what I've been saying now for the past couple of weeks, months, I can't remember when we did the video, that it's due for an ABC down. Now, if you like that, great. If you don't, I can't help you there. I can only provide my analysis. But the next zones that I've been talking about for a while now are 131 to 81 on NVIDIA. So if that happens, it's going to bring down the overall market. We'll jump to the market in a second, and I'll show you what I mean. But we have a divergence on the RSI coinciding with a wave 3 and a 5. NVIDIA's next target is 131 to 81. I will say this, it's not financial advice. It's my opinion. Investing right now in NVIDIA carries a lot of risk. Even if you continue pumping up a little bit more, the risk to reward is not good right now. It's not like unless we get a super extended wave, but based on what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like that. The next scenario is an ABC. If you want to buy NVIDIA, just wait for the correction. Just have some patience. You're gonna reward yourself so much better if you wait, because buying right now in the wave 5 carries the most risk. The time to have bought NVIDIA was back here or even back here. If you missed the bottom here, back here would have been the next thing. Now, can you add NVIDIA soon? Yes, but you have to be patient, which is hard. I get it. But the next zone that you want to pay attention to on NVIDIA based on Elliott Wave Theory rules is 131 to 81. That's when I'll be adding. As soon as we get to these zones, that's when I'll be adding for this next wave up. Take with that with what you will. You do what you want, but I'll be waiting for those zones. And when that happens, people will think NVIDIA is going to crash and then it'll go up. But again, risk to reward right now suggests there's more downside than upside. So just wanted to put that out there. Now, going over to SPY. Let's look at SPY. Let's see what we got. We can do Bitcoin and shit. It's never going to happen. The fact that you say that makes me even more confident that that is going to happen. That's why I believe that's going to happen, because so many people are emotional about when they bought. When it happens, everyone's going to be fearful and selling, and I'll be buying. Thanks, Tara. Yeah, I can go to Bitcoin and do that. But the more that retail says that it's not going to happen, the more confidence it gives me that it's going to happen. So I think you're right on NVIDIA, but people are going to lose their minds. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's the nature of it. Everything corrects. Look at Oracle. Look at Microsoft. Google. Like, all these assets correct. The market doesn't give a shit about your feelings. Facts. It doesn't care where you bought. It doesn't give a shit. If the market's going to correct, it's going to correct. And this is why you got to have a strategy. And for me, just wait for the correction. It's not that hard. Just wait 3 to 5 months for the correction, then buy. Like, you don't have to buy right now. Don't get greedy. Don't get fearful. Just buy at discounted values. I can't stress this enough. Oh, and another reason. Let me go back. Hold on. Shit, I spelled it wrong. Let me go back. I don't pay for 1,000 megabytes per second Wi-Fi for this to be glitching right now. Come on. I'm Ethernetted in. What's going on here? All right. Let me get this RSI out of the way. Okay. So, also... oh yeah, it's already on there. Okay. Also, look where the 200 weighted moving average is. It's down here at 46, which coincides with, we get an ABC correction somewhere around 106. The monthly average correlates up. We get a correction into it. Boom, you get the reversal. I realize that you guys can't see that, but something like this. You wait, price cools off, moving average catches up, you buy, boom, pop. Okay. Enough on NVIDIA. I like the company, but I just personally wouldn't buy here. For me, it carries too much risk. It's in a wave 5. Now, on SPY, we'll jump to Bitcoin in a second. On SPY, you have a similar situation. You have a 5-wave move on SPY as well. So you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on SPY. So I do think correction is on the table. Now, I don't know if I threw the RSI on this one or not. I don't know if there's any divergences on this. From what I can tell, no. I mean, yeah, there's no divergence on this. It doesn't happen every time. It can, but it's not guaranteed. Like, you don't have to have a divergence in order for the wave 5 to be topped, but it just brings more confluence to it. But yes, we have a 5-wave move on SPY. Correction for me is next on SPY. If you believe in the company, why would you not want to see your stock go down to get in cheap? Yeah, 100%. 100%. You'd rather buy low, sell high. It's not hard, but patience is not something that a lot of people have. The last pullback, people said Nvidia won't drop from 140 to 90, and it absolutely did. Great buying opportunity. Yeah, I mean, again, I'll show you an example of it on SPY. One of the biggest, with the S&P 500, right? These things don't correct that much. Well, they do. Look. On SPY, we had a correction down here to the 0.382, and then we had a bigger correction back in April down to the 0.618. So both of those levels I talk about all the time, 0.382 to 0.618. Everyone says, well, it can't correct that much. Well, it will, and when it does, it is what it is. I can't say that I didn't tell you. Nick, remember you cut the speed down in the internet to put more money into AOS? I reduced my internet speed so I can load up on AOS. Hell yeah. What's up, Mike? How are you? The only thing that would screw up these waves is news. Well, actually, counter to popular opinion, the technicals usually lead, and then the news comes out after the fact, and it does what the technicals were suggesting otherwise. We can do Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll jump into a second. Don't forget. Oh yeah, VVV. Let's do VVV first, then Bitcoin. That's not Valvoline, right? It's crypto. VVV. I think we did this one before. Yes, now I'm remembering. Yeah, we did this one before. Let me get this all in. Yeah, so for VVV, I had this being the wave 1, the wave 2. This was the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then currently in the 5th. Just let me make sure this validates. Yeah, that went to the 1.618, so that validates. Yeah, so on VVV, again, we look to be in the same... I'm trying to think of another asset that's in that. I can't right now, but we've had the 1, we've had the 2, we're in the 3, and then we'll get a pullback 4, and then a 5. That's what's next on VVV. And we laid this out like weeks ago. I remember looking at this, and everything stayed the same. We've had the 1, the 2, we're currently in the 3, waiting for the 4, and then we get one more final wave 5. No, Nick, we're going to have a long B to 740. You're talking about on SPY? I mean, it's possible to get a B that high, but again, it doesn't matter how high it goes. The better risk reward is waiting for it to do its ABC correction, then buy. Buying now in the top of the 5th carries more risk because it doesn't necessarily have to have a 740 B. You don't have to go that high in a B. You can have a shallow B, which again, you're trading away B, not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, like, for SPY, I'll jump back to SPY in a second. I'll show you what I mean. You're carrying more risk by buying now. Venice token, yeah, this one, right? Yeah, what's your price target for Hood? 300 is next. What's your thoughts on SHIB? I don't really invest in meme coins, to be honest. Thank you, bro. Any price prediction for the wave 5? Too early to tell for the wave 5 right now because we still have to wait for the 3 to form, and then once the 3 forms, we can use the fib extension here, and then once that happens, we can chart out, where's the 2? We can chart out the next extension to the 1.6 or 2, but until the 4, the 3 is done, and then the 4, it's hard to tell. Should I take profits on SPY up about 60%, or do I just add more and keep positioning long term? It depends what your risk tolerance is. It depends what your strategy is. I don't know if this is a short-term trade or a long-term trade. I don't really have a lot of context, so it's hard to give you my opinion on it. I will say buying now carries a lot of risk. So, do you like SoFi? I do. We can go to SoFi in a second. But we'll do SPY and then I'll go over to Bitcoin in a second. So, when you buy in wave 5, you carry significant risk because you've already missed out on the majority of the move. So, we've had the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and then we're currently in the 5. Now, of the 5th, let me zoom in here on the smaller time frame. So this is the weekly. So we have the 5, right here. On Bitcoin, right? Or Bitcoin SPY. So we have the 5 back here, right? So now that we've had a 5-wave move, what comes next is an ABC. That's what comes next. According to the Elliott Wave Theory, that's what comes next. So if this is the A wave and we're in the B wave now, you're only trading one wave. You don't get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move in a B wave. That's not how it works. So the only wave you have right now is a B, and the more likely scenario is, and then after a B wave, actually let me draw it. So you've had this A wave, you've had the B wave, and then the C wave. That's what comes next. After a 5-wave move, you get a 3-wave move down. And then there's complex corrections and more things. That's a different story. I don't want to confuse anyone. I just want to keep it very simple. After you get a 5-wave move, you get a 3-wave correction. So if you're entering now trading this wave B, you're only trading one wave, which gives you limited upside opportunity. Now, what is the better scenario? Well, the better risk to reward scenario to capture more upside move, which is what you want to do, right? That's the whole point of investing. You want to capture these upside moves, is you wait for the B wave bounce and then the C. That's when you buy. According to this book, Elliott Waves Made Simple, the goal is to buy in wave C. You don't want to buy in wave A. You don't want to buy in wave B. You don't want to buy in wave 5. You want to buy in wave C. So the goal is to find assets that have completed a 5-wave move and are close to their bottom for the wave C. That is the goal. Then you buy, and guess what? You significantly reduce your amount of risk because the next thing after this is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. So not only did you reduce your risk because you're not trading a B wave, you're buying at a C. Now you get to capture this entire upside versus just this mini upside. So again, you take your pick. My bet is wait for the correction, then buy, not buy now. You don't have to invest in everything. That's the thing, guys. You don't have to buy because some article is saying you need to capture SPY before it goes parabolic. There's so many more opportunities out there. I'll show you a couple. For Spark, this one's for you because I know you like Robinhood. I'll show you an example. Look at Robinhood. Again, this is the weekly time frame for this specific example. Where is Robinhood right now? I'm not going to say it. I want to hear you guys put in the chat. Where is Robinhood right now? Are we in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or are we in the ABC? I'm going to pause there. Where are we at? Thank you. Absolutely. There we go. C wave. That's where we're at. There's a lot. All right, y'all are following along. Hell yeah. We're in the corrective zone, right? We're in a corrective zone. And what does that mean? It carries significant less risk because we've already completed a 5-wave move. Now we're in the decline. Then there's rules around it according to Elliott Wave Theory. This is how you use it, and this is how I use it. You take the fib retracement tool. You take it from the bottom of wave 1. So let me step back here for a second. This 5-wave move on Robinhood is a larger wave 1. So the way that it works is you get 5-wave moves inside of 5-wave moves. It's like Inception. So I want to keep it simple. This is a large 5-wave move of a wave 1. This is a corrective move of a wave 2, and then you get a large 5-wave move to the upside for the wave 3. That's what's next on Robinhood. And what did you do? Well, you significantly reduced your amount of risk because you waited for the pullback. And on this, price is down 50% from all-time highs. It is currently at, let me zoom in here for a second. On the weekly chart, we're currently sitting between the 0.5 and the 0.618 fib retracement, which is a good discounted value from all-time highs. Currently, the 200 moving average is sitting around this level 2. We're kind of chopping at the 0.618. But the next target on Robinhood, according to Elliott Wave Theory and the strategy that I use, and Elliott Wave Theory has been around since like the 1930s, so it's like over almost 100 years old, so it has a lot of proof of concept. But the next target on Robinhood for me is between 300 to 400. So buying now, you get to capture a massive 5-wave move to the upside, targeting between 3 to 450. Now you significantly reduce your amount of risk, but you also are able to capture a lot more reward. So again, that is why I say don't buy in the wave 5, wait for a correction down, because you're significantly reducing your amount of risk. You're significantly reducing your risk. Hood is overvalued and deserves a greater correction. I mean, it's possible. Do we see the 0.786? Maybe. But if you look at the weekly chart on this, let me zoom in here. Let me get this all on a chart. So on the weekly, we've already had this A wave, B wave, and we're currently in the C. So from a value standpoint, we are pretty discounted. Do we get a further correction with an ABC move up and then an ABC move down? Possible, but again, it's all about risk management. It's all about building a position. And for right now, sitting between the 0.5 and the 0.618 in a wave C, you're significantly reducing your amount of risk. So again, that's what goes on. Now, the goal is to build a position. As price comes down, you just buy more. If you believe in this long term according to the structure, buy a little bit here. If it comes down, buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here. And then you start building a position over time. And then next thing you know, this thing starts impulsing to the upside. And then boom, your next targets are here. That's how I do it. So again, I hope that helps. But buying in wave Bs is not the smartest thing. I'll just say that. But Robinhood, from a fundamental standpoint, looks good too. I mean, they have good fundamentals. But don't you think if we have a long B in SPY, it's going to bring Bitcoin up? I mean, yes and no. I mean, are SPY and Bitcoin correlated? For sure, but they've also experienced times of decorrelation, so it really just depends. They're in different stages right now. So SPY, if you look at SPY's chart, and this is what I like to say again, if you look at SPY's chart, just as we went over with Robinhood, where are we at on SPY? Well, we're currently waiting for the ABC down, right? We've had the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. What is next? The ABC correction, right? That's what SPY's in. So we're sitting up here, maybe in a B wave, but we're still at the top. And then if you look at Bitcoin, where are we on Bitcoin? We're the complete inverse of SPY. We've had, let me move some of this stuff here just so it's a little bit more clear. On SPY, what have we had? We've had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the ABC. So we're at the complete opposite side for Bitcoin. We're currently in the C wave, whereas SPY is just entering its correction. So I just, for Bitcoin purposes, again, for me, it's different stage. How can you tell it's a corrective zone? So that takes time, unfortunately, and just practice. But the more that you do it and the more that you use Elliott Wave Theory, these things just become more natural. The way that you spot a correction is, let me go to the weekly, is something like this. So let me zoom in here. So let me get this. So we have this move, right, for the wave 5. So after you get a 5-wave move on Bitcoin, we have that. So I'll zoom back here for a second. So we have this initial wave 1, the wave 2, this next wave 3 up, this wave 4, and then this wave 5. And this is where the price action's right here. So after a wave 5, you get a 3-wave correction down, which is what we had on Bitcoin. It just turned into more of a complex correction. I don't want to confuse you guys on that, but we have a 3-wave correction right here. We have this A wave down, B wave up, C wave. That's how you spot a correction. You want to identify a 3-wave move in the opposite direction of the trend. That is a correction. Now you can see on Bitcoin, we've just had a larger correction. What time frame? Weekly. This is weekly. So within side of corrections, you can get complex corrections, and that's what we have on Bitcoin. We have this A wave down, B wave up, and then C wave decline. All that means is it's a complex correction. I don't want to confuse you guys on that, but that's essentially where we're at. Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, I bought $10 today. Tens today. I'm assuming, was that on Robinhood, Tracy? So I just I closed the candle. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, I mean 1 minute time frame carries a lot of volatility and risk, so that's crypto market is still in an extreme fear. Yeah, 100%. But look at the weekly RSI on Bitcoin and SPY. We are at the bottom. I mean, it's possible. Again, I go based on the structure, guys. So yes, yeah. I mean, Robinhood's for me. I like Robinhood right here. That's just my opinion, but I do like Robinhood right here. I think after an explosive move that it has, with a big correction, it looks good. All right, let's see. So we did Bitcoin. What were some other ones? What was it? RSI on Hood. What's the RSI on Hood? What do we got? RSI on Hood. Funny enough, look at that. You know what? Just because I'm feeling some type, Hood is very undervalued right now. Yeah, I agree. So just because I'm feeling a little spicy today on my NVIDIA and how I made that chart, I'm going to show you another example of a RSI divergence. Look at that. We have one on Robinhood. Okay. So like I just talked about with NVIDIA, and you guys say that it can't correct, or some people say that it can't correct. Look at this. Wave 3 to wave 5. You sitting right there, would you say that that is an up move? Yes, right? You could say this is an up move between the wave 3 and the wave 5. We have an uptrend for that. Look at the RSI during these moves. You had a downtrend, an RSI divergence between a wave 3 and a wave 5. Well, guess what comes next? A correction. Now, picture this in your mind right now. Just want you to visually picture this because we've had a 5-wave movement on Robinhood, and now we're in the correction. So we have this RSI divergence on Robinhood between the wave 3 and the wave 5, according to the book, which is what we did a few seconds ago. Between the wave 5 and the wave 3, you have an up move, and then you have a down move on the RSI. Now, just look at that. Now look at NVIDIA. It's even bigger divergence on NVIDIA. Look at this. The wave 3 right here. Oh, wait, you can't see that. Hold on. The wave 3 right here on NVIDIA. The wave 3, wave 5. Wave 3 right here for this RSI. Where's the wave 5? Right here. To the wave 5. So what's next? An ABC correction. Again, I hope that someone's hearing me. If you're not, I wish you the best of luck with the video. But just as we saw on Robinhood, what happened after a divergence between the wave 3 and the wave 5 with this RSI divergence? A correction. I'll let my case rest. If you disagree with me, sure, whatever. I don't really care, but I wish you the best of luck with NVIDIA. Are you saying going down on alts, bro? I mean, I have Bitcoin entering in another wave down, so I do think that altcoins will do that as well. Can I still buy Oracle? Actually, Oracle here's I did actually Oracle's on the dashboard. So for anyone that's new joining here, I have a you can't see it on the portrait. I am broadcasting on both landscape and portrait version on TikTok Live. So if you just want to hit that little, there's like a button in the corner over there. If you hit that, it'll put, instead of holding the phone like this, it'll put it in landscape mode so you can see my full screen. But I have a dashboard that's free. I have a free dashboard for any of you guys that are looking at, okay, what's the current wave count? I added Oracle into it today. The full wave count is on here for Oracle. So if you want to take a look at that. But Oracle has already entered, let me see. Let me just make sure, let me see real quick, because I think I did a VIP one after this, so I just don't want to reveal any of the VIP information. Okay, it's not in there. Perfect. Is it? Okay, perfect. So, did Oracle have also mini divergence? Mini, but not much. All right, let me go back to the log chart here. So, let me move the RSI out of the way. So, I can't, oh, there it is. I need to delete that. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the whole chart on Oracle. It's a log chart, so it's going to look funky. It's not on analog, but the wave 1 was back here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and then we're currently in the wave 5, or we completed the wave 5, sorry. And we're currently sitting at between the 0.5 and the 0.618 for Oracle. So the next target I have on Oracle, according to Elliott Wave Theory, is between 700 to 1,000. Those are my next targets on Oracle, between 700 to about 1,000 if we get an extension, but $700 to $800 is my next target on Oracle, and it's sitting at a deep value discount from all-time highs. And we can see the monthly 200 moving average is moving up in coordination with price kind of chopping at the 0.618. So Oracle to me is if not close to bottoming. Rave dumping pretty fast. Maybe the correction has started, just like end of raves back in the day. That's good. Hyperliquid. Bloom. How about bullish? Can you explain this pump, please? The pump on what? On Oracle, or which pump? I'm not sure which pump you mean. I have Tesla's. What's the best time frame on alts? Yeah, I can go to that. It's just a bounce probably with Bitcoin, and obviously alts pump more than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up 5%, alts typically go up 10%. So that's probably why. Silver, yeah, we could do silver. I think everything's saved on silver. What's the best time frame to find your waves? That all depends on how you want to use it. So Elliott Wave Theory is fractal, meaning you can use it on any time frame. You can use it on daily time frame, weekly, monthly, 4-hour, hourly. It occurs across every time frame, so it depends on how you want to use it. But for me, the way that I do it is depending on the chart. So for example, with Oracle, we have a lot of price action, right? Dating back to 1986. So, in order to see the entire picture, these are 6-month time frame candles, and you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5. You can see that on this chart. So, like, that is sort of how you have to play it, but then you can see it on monthly, you can see it on weekly. For me, I always go to like Robinhood, for example, or actually no, Circle, for example. Like on Circle Internet Group, like if you go to 6-month time frame, like there's nothing on there, right? It's just straight up and down. But if you go to the daily, it looks a little bit different. You have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the daily forming, and then this correction down. So it all just depends on how you use it. You can use it on any time frame, but I typically start with monthly, then I go down to weekly, then I go down to daily, and just kind of go through the progression. But I hope that helps. What's the price entry you'll personally start dollar cost at? So I took a nibble in BM&R today. I did. I took a nibble in BM&R today, and I'm looking to just build a position. So the exact entry price, I'm not gonna. That's for VIP, so I'm not gonna show that. But in terms of the VIP Discord group, that's where I post all my trades, both long term and short term. So I started to build a little bit of position in BM&R, but the exact entry price that I have to reserve for VIPs, unfortunately. Also, thanks a ton for your insights, super helpful. Yeah, absolutely. I try to provide as much value as I can, on these lives. So I appreciate the support. Honestly, like I get a lot of enjoyment out of this. Like I love this stuff, as you guys can tell. Bitcoin. We did Bitcoin a couple times. Let's go to Palantir, but we can do Bitcoin after that. We had a lot of questions about Bitcoin, so we can definitely go. Palantir is one of those other positions that we were talking about that is in its wave C it's in its correctional phase. So is that everything in there? Yeah. So we've had the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. We've already had a 5-wave move on Palantir, and then we're in the correctional phase right now. On the weekly, this is kind of what the structure looks like. We have the 200 weighted moving average right here. Why is this not going to the other side? Hold on. I need to move this in a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Okay. So on oh, that doesn't help. Okay, let me move that over here. Okay, so on Palantir, we've had the 5-wave move, and then it looks like we're in an A wave, B wave, and then sort of this, it almost looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5-wave move down. That's kind of what it looks like on the weekly, to be honest. But you can see the 200 weighted moving average is right here in between the 0.5 and the 0.618. We're currently sitting at the 0.382. We could drop a little bit lower to the 0.5, catch up here, the moving average, and then, move next. But we are sitting at a pretty decent dollar cost average zone. If you wanted to build a position as this thing goes down, there could be more downside on Palantir, but the targets on the top side are between 450 to 650 is my next target on that. Hey, what do you think Soxa will do tomorrow? I shorted it. So I don't day trade, so I couldn't tell you. I'm more of an investor and a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. Good content, dude. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious about gold. Don't know if you already did it or not. Yeah, we can do gold. There was a couple other questions about gold, so we can do that. What settings are you putting in on the 200 EMA? Mine look different. Oh, okay. So if you go to indicators, there's one called the moving average weighted. So on TradingView, it's the moving average weighted is what it's called. So you just type in moving average weighted, and then under settings, the only thing that I changed was the inputs here to 200 and close. I only changed this to 200. That's it. But it's the moving average weighted. So that might, unless you're using just the EMA, but it's the moving average weighted is what I'm using. TradingView. This is TradingView. It's like a free charting software. I use it for all the charting because I like the user interface the best. It's just, for me, it's just really simple and easy, and you can move things around really easily. Like, it's just great. Got it. Okay, cool. MSTR. Yeah, we can do MSTR. Let's do gold, then MSTR, and then I am going to probably eat dinner here soon. I'm waiting on a text from me wife downstairs to say, hey, you better get down here and eat. So do you use any grid trading bots? Few of my friends use them and they are working really well. I'm not familiar with those, so I don't really know what they are. So I don't know if I could give you an answer on that. I'm not entirely sure what they are. So again, another asset that you got to have a long time frame on is gold. So this is like structurally what we have on gold right now. So we've had this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth leg up. And if you look at this on the monthly time frame, because we charted this out before, on the monthly, but this is the wave 1 here, the 2, the 3, 4, and then the 5. You know, gold to me is topped. And I've been saying that now for a month, that I expect gold to retrace to about like between 30, really between like 3 to 4,000 is my zone on gold. That didn't sound right. Wait, which part? I don't know which part. I'm confused about what I just said that didn't sound right. And I see the laughing emojis. I don't know what I said that. Yeah, now you're laughing. I don't know. What did I say? What did I say? Really between 3,000 to 4,000 is my next level on gold. I do think this is going to play out over a significant period of time. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, on gold, it almost looks like on the smaller time frame here. This looks like a wave A down, a wave B, and then we get a wave C. That's structurally what I see on gold. And then like 4,000 to 3,500 right here at the 0.382 would be my next target on gold. This to me looks like a B wave bounce, then we'll get a correction lower. That's what I see on gold. Wife said, "Get down here and dinner." She made this like chicken taco thing tonight, so I'm excited. Please don't hold it again. No, not at all. Oh, I get it. All right, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You're a little trickster. I see it. No, I'm not holding it against you. I like comedic stuff like that, so no worries at all. I don't get offended easily, so, you know, feel free to say whatever you want. Now, I will draw a line, though. There are certain things where I'm like, all right, you know, a little over the top, but no, you're good. Okay. We did gold. We'll do MSTR. And then I think we'll do MSTR and then one more asset, and then I'm going to go eat dinner. I mean, really no changes with MSTR. You know, this is what I'm expecting next, but with my Bitcoin thesis, I do see a little bit more downside on MSTR, but from like a longer time frame, this is what I'm expecting next. I'm expecting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up. The targets on that are between 933 to, if we get an extension, all the way up to 1,500 on MSTR. So, you know, would it be a decent time to start building a position after this big wave C? Yeah, I mean, I do think that from a value standpoint, you know, we're at a significant value right now. We're currently sitting at the 0.786 here. Let me move this out of the way. We're currently sitting at the 0.786 fib retracement on this wave C. Again, for you guys that were in there that were talking about, you know, Robinhood being in wave C, this is another asset in wave C. We have a 5-wave move and then this massive ABC move down to the 0.786. From a value standpoint, MSTR looks pretty good. 933 to 1,400 is my next target on MSTR. Silver. All right, we'll do silver as the last one. We'll do silver as the last one because I know is that Manu? I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. I apologize, but I'll do that as the last one because I have seen you put silver in there for a while, so I'm gonna go back to that. Can you show which moving average you take from who? Just the standard one. So, let me see. Just this one right at the top. I just type in moving average weighted, and then just this, whatever this top one is. It's not by any of these creators down here. It's just the top moving average weighted. So there's no like specific one. It's just whatever the one was up here under technicals. And then I change it to 200. Will MSTR outperform Bitcoin? I do think so, yes. I started a position MSTR and MSTU. Thanks for the update. Yeah, absolutely. You know, as this thing, you know, at value standpoint, we're at a good value for MSTR. You know, we're in an ABC. We're in the Wave C. Like I say to all my community members, Wave C is the wave that you want to buy in. If you want to buy, the places that you want to buy are Wave 2, You want to buy in wave 2. You can add a little bit in wave 4, but again, it carries a little bit more risk because you only have one more wave up. So buying in wave 2 and wave C that's the goal. So the goal is to buy in wave 2 and C. So you wait for, a massive ABC wave, you buy here, and then what you can do is this. So you buy in the wave C, you wait for the initial push up 1 with the corrective 2, you add to your position here, wait for the 3, 4, 5, take profits. So that's kind of how it works, at a long time frame. But yeah, that discounted rise is really good. How about gold? Gold to me is top. So the next targets on gold for me is between like 3 to 4,000. MYX Finance. All right, I'm guessing this one is probably. Let me see. I mean, when did this thing? This thing's too new, so for me, it has some structure, but it is a newer token. I don't really know much about it. I mean, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up with this ABC down. So, I mean, from a structure standpoint, it looks good, but it's too new to know what's going to happen, if I'm being honest. When I buy things, I want like a little bit more price history behind it. This thing just launched, last year, so it carries a little bit more risk. MXY is devs left. Yeah, see, again, like if the developers left of this project, again, investing in early stage cryptos can be risky because you don't necessarily know what the long-term viability is. All right, let's end with silver and then river. Did we look at river before? When did this thing launch? Yeah, I mean, this launched like what, 6 months ago? I don't really know. Again, I don't know like too much about the project fundamentally. Do we have a wave count? Kinda. I mean, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this ABC. I don't really know too much about the fundamentals of this, so. Yes, sir. What's up, I'll get that thing sorted for you, Topper. Yeah, so don't worry. Once I get off here, I'll reset your roles, and then I'll message you to see if there's any issues. But once I log off here, I'll make sure everything's good to go. Okay. I'm going to end with silver here, guys, and then I am going to go eat dinner. Where's my silver chart? Is it this one? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so silver for me was topped, and the next, we're kind of sitting between the 0.32 and the 0.5 on silver. So this was the wave 3 up with the wave 4. But it's we'll have one more wave up on the upside, but 79 to 53 is a good dollar cost average zone for silver. It's all good, brother. Enjoy your dinner, bro. I appreciate that. But no, again, I appreciate y'all coming to the lives today. I thought today was good. I'm going to be live same time tomorrow. So for all the assets that I did miss, we can cover tomorrow. And for those of you that want to join the Discord, it's a free Discord. I have this library here with all the different assets that I've uploaded. So, for like assets that I didn't cover, or you want to see what I'm putting into this dashboard, it's free. Go join the Discord, and you'll see all this here. It has all the wave counts, on here. So I added Oracle today. It adds all the wave counts there, but I have all the Mag 7. I have SPY, QQQ, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, MSTR, SBET, Google, like all those are in the library, which is in the Discord. So for when I'm not on TikTok live doing this, you can go view that stuff kind of in your own leisure. But I'll be live tomorrow between 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, same time as always. So look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. I'm going to go eat dinner, and then I will see y'all tomorrow on the live stream. So I appreciate the support for everyone that sent the roses and stuff. I appreciate that. What's up, Richard? What's going on? Oh, and for the VIPs, we have our call tomorrow as well. So I'll make an announcement on that. What was your Discord? Do I still have this? Yeah, there it is. So that's my link tree right there. I think I just posted in there. That's the link tree right there. Thanks for a lot. Yeah, absolutely. If you go to that link tree, Slenderman, there is my Discord in there. If you click that, you'll get access to the Discord, but it's in my profile. If you go to the link in my profile, the Discord link is there, and you'll be able to click it, and it'll redirect you to the Discord. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I'll be live tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing y'all then. If you don't join tomorrow, no worries. I'll see you on the next one, and I appreciate the support. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, brother. Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. Okay, let me end that and this.